At the age of 21, Stephen Hawking received the most devastating blow of his life. He was diagnosed with ALS, fully paralyzed, unable to speak, with only 3 fingers still capable of movement, and even eating became a challenge. For most people, this would have marked the end of their lives, but Hawking didn't give up. Hawking had once been a vibrant young man, racing bikes with classmates, attending parties, and meeting his first wife, Jane. Despite their starkly different beliefs, one a devout Christian, the other determined to prove that God didn't exist, their love was unaffected by these differences. Under a sky full of fireworks and countless stars, they made vows of love to each other. Hawking's brilliance also led to extraordinary academic achievements. When his professor gave the class 10 challenging math problems, none of the students could solve them, yet Hawking effortlessly solved 9. This stunned everyone. However, when it came to choosing a research direction, Hawking couldn't seem to settle on one. It wasn't until he attended a lecture by physicist Roger Penrose on the theory of black holes and the origin of spacetime that Hawking was fully captivated by black holes and decided to dive into that research. Just as he was immersing himself in this topic, Hawking tragically fell, and doctors informed him that he had ALS. They gave him only 2 years to live. The news plunged him into deep despair. He isolated himself in his room, refusing to see anyone, even Jane. But Jane never gave up on him. She steadfastly told him she would be by his side forever. Her unwavering support became the driving force that helped Hawking rise again. As his condition worsened, Hawking's life became increasingly difficult. His legs grew weaker, and he couldn't even dress himself. Yet, in the face of these challenges, he discovered a new strength: time. He decided to focus his research on the origin of time, vowing to unlock its mysteries within the limited time he had. After marriage, Hawking's health continued to decline, but his academic breakthroughs never stopped. He successfully defended his doctoral thesis. However, his illness had advanced to the point where he could no longer even hold a spoon to feed himself. Watching his friends around him, he was filled with a sense of loss and frustration. As his condition gradually worsened, even speaking became a challenge. Jane and he communicated using a spelling board, with Hawking spelling out letters with his eyes to express his thoughts. During this time, he came to deeply feel Jane's love and persistence. Eventually, with the help of a high-tech wheelchair, Hawking regained his ability to connect with the world. He decided to write a book to share his theories and discoveries about time with the public. The result was the best-selling book A Brief History of Time, which made Hawking a household name. However, as his health deteriorated further, Hawking and Jane's marriage was put to the test. Jane, exhausted from caring for him, eventually decided they should separate. Despite this, Hawking never stopped loving Jane, and his gratitude and respect for her remained unchanged. Jane found comfort in the company of Jonathan, and Hawking continued to focus on his work. His name was no longer just a legend in the academic world, but a symbol of courage for people everywhere. Hawking traveled the globe, sharing his black hole theory and life philosophy. He was no longer the despairing young man, but had become a fearless and great figure. In the end, Hawking was summoned by the Queen of England and knighted. The doctors who had once predicted he would not survive more than 2 years were proven wrong. Not only had he survived, but he had also achieved countless scientific accomplishments, becoming a giant admired by the whole world. Hawking's story teaches us that life is filled with suffering and challenges, but as long as we don't give up, anyone can create their own miracle. Never give up, life's brilliance awaits every brave soul who dares to pursue it.